Hi everybody, welcome back to SmittyU. In this module 6, we're going to talk about melodic transposition using the steps of the major diatonic scale. So let's do a quick review of the major diatonic scale and the numerical steps in that scale. So you remember back in module 1, we used a pattern to find the pitches used in the major diatonic scale. The whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step pattern. Remember we did it in C. So here's our middle C, and then we go up a whole step, another whole step, half step, another whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Remember a whole step is 2 steps. So from here, from a whole step from C is up 2 half steps. 1, 2. Okay, so remember that same pattern works on any major scale starting on any pitch that you select. Let's just try a couple others just to review. Let's start on the F down here below. So let's use that pattern and we go whole step, whole step. Now here's a half step. Half step is just 1 step. Okay, now a whole step from there would be here, another whole step, and a half step. Okay, so we have, that is a F major scale. How about, let's start on the E up here. So we'll be in this key. So here's our E, now we go up a whole step. Remember that involves some of our black keys. Now we go up another whole step, and that would be our G sharp. Now we do our half step. Now a whole step, another whole step, one more whole step, and then a half step. Okay, so now that gives us the key of E, the major scale. Okay, so then in module 2, we gave a numbering system to the notes or the steps in the scale. So let's look back at our chart here. Here are the notes and steps. So I just did the C major scale. So let's look at that again. Here's the C right here. And we already established by using the whole step, half step pattern what our scale is. Let me play it again. Okay, so and then we numbered them. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So now for this session, and you notice on that page we have all of the major scales, the 12 major scales. Okay, so now for this session, let's go higher up the scale. Let's start at that octave C again, and let's refer to that C as C2. So here we go. Here's from our original C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's think of this as C2, or the 8th step, okay, since it's an octave above where we started. Now if we just keep going up, let's count this up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now we've actually done a major scale over 2 octaves. So you'll notice that this 3rd octave, which let's call that C3, just to kind of keep them separate. So let's think of this as C1, C2, and C3. Okay, so this is a really great way to communicate to your people. If you're trying to communicate to maybe a guitar player, the line, and he's maybe playing it an octave too low, you could say, hey, play that up an octave higher on C, start on C2 instead of C1. So that's a really good way to differentiate in the octaves. Okay, so once again, like before, this numbering system of the scale works exactly the same for every major scale. So let's pause the video here and have you play some scales on your instrument. It could be piano, guitar, bass, whatever. Let's do 2 octaves this time. So you'll play like I did just a minute ago from step 1 up to step 15. So you can, and try it on as many keys as you'd like. For example, you have, here's the C again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's try it on D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So pause the video now and give that a try. Great job. So now let's have some fun with scale steps and melodic transcriptions and actually use some real songs to work with. The first song we'll use is a song called Living Hope. And I'll play the melody of the verse, and then I'll speak the steps of the melody as I play, and you can follow along with your PDF, okay? So here's the song. This is just the verse, first half of the verse. It goes like this. Okay, so you notice I'm in the key of A right now. I've started on the A. And just for fun, let's play it in C. So I'll start, here's our first note, and if we're in the key of C, and the melody starts on that note, that means that is starting on step 1. Once again, transcription means the ability to hear a song and determine the pitches or the steps that are being played. So you don't need to read music for this. If you do read music, that's another way you can do it, another way you can have fun with it. But for our purposes right now, we're just going to use the steps because the steps can be used in any key. So let's be in the key of C. And here's that melody again. Okay, so now I'm going to play that melody again slower, and I'm going to say the steps as they happen. Okay, so we're going to start on 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. Okay, so remember that uses the first 3 notes of our scale. Let me do it again. Here we go. The beginning of the verse starts on 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. Now here's the second half of the verse. Starts on the 1, 1, 3, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 3, 2. All right. One more time on that second half. You notice how the first 3 notes actually outline a C major triad. All right, 1, 3, and 5. So here's that second half. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 3, 2. All right, let's move on. Okay, now let's play some of the chorus of Living Hope. Notice that the first note of the chorus is actually the octave higher C, the 8th step. Here's in the key of C. Here's number 8. Here's the 8th step. So here we go. Here's the chorus. I'll play it for you once. Okay, so now let me just say the steps as it goes by and a little slower, okay? So it starts here, 1, 2, 3, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 8, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 8, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8. All right, little quicker now. 2, 3, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 8, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 8, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8. Okay, so that's the first half of the chorus. Now let's do the end of the chorus and watch how it gets higher, even higher than the C, that 8th step in the last phrase. That's kind of why I wanted to talk to you about 1 through 15. It gets you thinking more than an octave in your scale and your steps. Okay, so here we go. Here's the second half. Starts on the 8, again, that higher C. And let me play it for you once before I say the steps, and see if you can pick out where it goes above that, just that simple octave there. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's try it. Here we go, saying the steps. 2, 3. 8, 7, 6, 6, 6, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 8, 8, 7, 8, 8, 8, 7, 8. So if you noticed, right here, we use steps 9 and 10. So here's the beginning again of that second half. 8, 7, 8, 6, 6, 6, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 8. Okay, now I'll just play it without saying the steps. Here comes 9 and 10. Okay, so this song has a pretty wide range in the melody. I don't know if we've talked about range yet, but the melody range of the song is super, super important, especially when you start figuring out the right key to do your vocals in, right key to sing a song if you're the vocalist. So this range, and so when we're talking about the melody range, it refers to the span between the lowest note and the highest note of the melody. So in this song so far, we've used the pitches from here to here. So this range from 1, first step, up to here, we hit this 10th note one time in the back half of the chorus. So that is a range of a 10th, from the 1 to the 10th note. We'll talk a lot more about that when we start talking about vocals, picking the right key for vocalist, and arranging vocals and harmony parts and all that. The melodic range of a song gets totally crucial, especially when maybe you do the same song, a guy leads it and then a girl leads it. Almost always you have to change the key because of the range of where the song lies in relationship to your worship leader's vocal range. So that's going to be some fun stuff coming up. Okay, so continuing, let me play a verse of another song. This song's called Cornerstone. And I'll just say, let me play the verse once for you, okay? Here we go, 2, 3, 4, 1. Four and 1. Okay, so you notice we used notes kind of within a sixth right here. We used the C and we went up to the A, or the 6th step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's try that again. I'll speak the steps so you get used to kind of hearing the steps along with the melody being played. Okay, so here we go. 2, 3, 4, and 1. 1, 3, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 3. 4 and 1. 4, 4, 6, 6. 3, 3, 2, 2. Okay, let me do that again. 3, 4, 1. 1, 3, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 4, 4, 6, 6. 3, 3, 2, 2. Now here's the second half of the verse. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 3. And then right here, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1. Okay, let me play that second half without saying the steps. 3, 4, and 1. Okay, so one more song. Let's look at just a little bit of a song called Great Things. Now this one's really important. Important thing to realize about the beginning of this song is that the song does not start on the first step like the previous two songs that we just demonstrated. So it's super important that you establish and become aware of what melodic scale the song is using. So when you hear a song for the first time, the first thing you need to be aware of is the song's key. A very good tip for you to use is to listen to the bass guitar or any instrument, it could be piano, anything that plays the lower pitches, because the lower pitches will help you a lot in determining the key that you're in, and then that will tell you what scale you'll be using. So in a minute, I'm going to actually play the audio version of this song, and we'll explore a little more. Okay, so this Great Things song is in the key of A. It's that key that has 3 sharps in it: C sharp, F sharp, G sharp. And the melody starts on the 3rd step of the scale. Okay, so let me just play it for you a little bit. Okay, so here we go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so did you see how that works? That all sounds in the key of A. And it starts on the C sharp, the 3rd step. So let me say the steps as I play it, okay? 2, 3, 4. 3, 3, 1, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 3. 3, 3, 1, 4, 4, 3, 3. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 3, 3, 1, 4, 4, 3, 3. Let's see if I can get this out. 3, 3, 1, 4, 4, 3, 3. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now the same song, let's look at the chorus and watch how this starts actually on the 5th step of the scale. Okay, remember this song could be in any key, and the steps of the scale that we're talking about would be the same, whether we're in A like we are right now, or in let's try C. Let's think about that verse again up here in the key of C. So we know it starts on the 3, right? Scale, the steps are the same. 3, 3, 1, 4, 4, 3, 3. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're on a roll. Let's try one in F. We're in the key of F. And we know it starts on the 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. 3, 3, 1, 4, 4, 3, 3. 3, 3, 1, 4, 4, 3, 3. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's pretty cool. Any song you listen to on the radio, or if you're hearing something live, you can, if you think about it a second, you find maybe by listening to the lower notes in the band or the bass guitar, keyboardist, whatever it is. There's the pitch center. There's the key, and then you can count up the scale just mentally, and find it's starting on the 3, or the chorus is starting on the 5. Okay, so now back to that chorus. It starts on the 5. And We're in the key of A again. And the chorus starts up here on the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it goes like this. 5, 5, 1, 5, 5, 1, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3. 5, 5, 1, 5, 5, 1, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3. You notice how both phrases of the chorus are exactly the same. So here it is up to tempo, and I'll just play it. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll come back to the second half of that song in just a minute. All right, so now let's let you do some melodic transcription of your own. So first, pause the video right here and download the Module 6 PDF that's on the site. And then you really need to print out a hard copy so you can write on it. So print that out, get a pencil, and we'll start again in a second. So just pause right here. Okay, I'll give you an example. Here's what your hard copy should look like with 3 songs on it: Living Hope, Cornerstone, and Great Things. Let me play you the first half of the verse of Living Hope and give you a little bit of an example of what I might do first when I first start a transcription. So here we go.
How great the chasm.
Okay, so first thing, I want to find out what key. There's a D. So let's play that again. Here we go. I'm hearing A's in the piano. So this is sounding to me like it's in the key of A. Yeah, it's definitely an A. Okay? And you can start, as you're figuring that out, you can also start maybe finding where the melody starts. Okay, so that's just a little bit of an example of how the process might work. That works for me. Maybe you'll have a different kind of process. But anyway, let's let you try it now. So here's the first example right here. It's the first half of the verse of Living Hope. And listen and start writing in the steps over the lyrics, like I started you here. I'll play it 3 times, and you can rewind the video if you want to hear it again, if you want to hear it more than 3. So here we go.
How great the chasm that lay between us, how high the mountain I could not climb. In desperation I turned to heaven and spoke your name into the night.
Okay, here's the second time.
How great the chasm that lay between us, how high the mountain I could not climb. In desperation I turned to heaven and spoke your name into the night.
All right, here's the third time, and remember, if you need more, you can just rewind the video a little bit. So here we go.
How great the chasm that lay between us, how high the mountain I could not climb. In desperation I turned to heaven and spoke your name into the night.
Okay, so how did you do? let's check your work. Here's the lyrics with the steps written over the top. And let me play that video, that audio piece one more time. And check out the steps above it.
How great the chasm that lay between us. How high the mountain I could not climb. In desperation, I turned to heaven and spoke your name into the night.
Okay, so how did you do? Let me play one more time, and I'll just say the steps over the top. 1, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. 6, 6, 5, 5, 3, 2. 1, 1, 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2.
And spoke your name
3, 2. 1, 1. Okay, you notice she kind of played with the melody a little bit right here on the last phrase, but this is the legit melody if you look at the lyric sheet on CCLI. All right, so let's take a look at the chorus. Here we go. Here's your hard copy of the chorus. And let's do the same thing. Well, I'll play that for you 3 times, and then you can start writing in the steps over the top. I gave you the high note, the A, starts on step 8 at the start of the chorus. So I gave you a couple little hints to keep you on track here. So here we go. Here's the chorus. Okay, one more time. And here's the third time. Cool. So how did you do with that chorus? Let's look at our the answer sheet here, and we'll look right here at the chorus. So you see it starts on the 8, 7, 6, 5, another repeated 5, 8, and on down the line. So let me play this section one more time, and let's just look at the steps as they happen on the page there. Here we go. Here's those steps 9 and 10 on that next to the last phrase in the chorus. Remember, like before when I just played the keyboard for you on that. Okay, so now let's try it with the verse of Cornerstone. Again, listen while you start writing in the steps over the lyrics. Listen for the key first, so that'll tell you what scale to use. And you can rewind the video if you need to hear it a few more times. So here's Cornerstone. This is how it should look on your printout. And here comes the verse. I'll play it 3 times for you. Check the key right here. That's your big signal for the key right there.
Then Jesus' blood and righteousness. I did not trust the sweetest friend, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. On every voice.
Okay, here it is again. Here's your key right here.
My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I did not trust the sweetest friend, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. On every voice.
And the 3rd time.
My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I did not trust the sweetest friend, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. On every voice.
So, how did you do with that verse of Cornerstone? Let's check it out. Here's your answer sheet. And how does that compare to what you had? Let's hear it again. Here we come in that verse. Starts on the 1. There's that C triad.
Nothing less
And up to the 4.
than Jesus' blood and righteousness.
And then back to step 1.
I did not trust the sweetest friend,
And up to 4 again.
but wholly trust in Jesus' name. On every voice.
All right, so you can pause the video right here if you need to kind of freeze those answers for you. But anyway, that's the verse. And now let's take a look at the chorus. Here we go. Here's how it looks on your page. And here's the chorus of Cornerstone.
Christ alone, cornerstone, weak and made strong in the Savior's love. Through the storm, He is the Lord, Lord our Lord.
Okay, here's the chorus again.
Christ alone, cornerstone, weak and made strong in the Savior's love. Through the storm, He is the Lord, Lord our Lord.
And a 3rd time.
Christ alone, cornerstone, weak and made strong in the Savior's love. Through the storm, He
Cool. How'd you do with that? Let's take a look at the answer sheet right here. And here's the steps. Here, let's play it with it. Starts on the 3, up to the 4. Similar line here. Pretty similar line. Up to the 5, up to the 4. Cool. Now, hey, I wanted to play you another. When the song builds, the next chorus, the leader sings it up and up a whole octave. So check out. Everything's the same. All your steps are the same, but he's in a different octave. So here we go. Here he is up high. Up to the 4. Pretty cool, huh? The steps can remain the same, or if you wanted to get fancy with it, you could use, how we went up to scale step 15. You could think of step 3 as 10, 2 would be 9, 1 would be 8. So I think it's simpler, though. If I was transcribing this, I would just think of it like just a repeat of the previous chorus, just he's singing it up the octave. All right? Wow. Thanks for hanging in there with all your melodic transcriptions. I'd love to see your work. And if you feel like it, just send me a copy of it to smittypricemusic@gmail.com. Also, any questions you have about how this works or doesn't work, and I'd love to answer your questions. So before we finish, let's take a look at one more song. And let's take a look at a song called Great Things. But before we start on that, let's talk about a musical term called a melisma. It's spelled M-E-L-I-S-M-A. A melisma is the term used to describe what happens when we have two or more notes sung over a single lyric, word, or even a single syllable of a word. In pop music, you'll have lots and lots of melismas happening all the time. And there are several places in Great Things that this happens. And I'll show you in a second. Another real good example is the Christmas song, Angels We Have Heard on High. On the word Gloria, there's a long sequence of notes that happen over that one word. And that is a great example of a melisma. Okay, so you'll see in the PDF that you've been using that you'll see a melisma on the last word or lyric of the verse. And let's take a look at that. Yeah, here it is. Here's your hard copy. And it happens right here on the word things. Two pitches are sung. It goes from step 1 to step 2. All right? He kind of scoops up. It's a quick little move, and a lot of times you may disregard it, but if you're doing a melodic transcription, either with steps or maybe eventually even notation, you would need to notate that because it actually is a part of the melody of the song. And you'll also notice once we get down to the chorus, it happens in 4 places in the chorus and once in the bridge. So any of these 4-3, 1-2, those are melismas where there's 2 notes happening over one word. Okay, so let's dive into Great Things. Let's work on the verse first. Again, listen while you start writing in the steps over the lyrics. Not really important. Listen for the key, so that'll tell you what scale to use. And rewind the video if you need to hear it a few more times. Another one, and it's actually in your printout here, very important. the first note of this song doesn't start on the first scale step of the scale. So that, and I left it blank for you to kind of figure out right here what happens on these two steps on Come Let. Okay, so here we go. Let me play Great Things, the verse. And here it is. So remember, figure out the key first.
Come let us worship our King. Come let us bow at His feet. He has done great things. See what our Savior
This second half of the verse is pretty similar to the first.
See how His love overcomes. He has done great things. He has done great things.
There's that melisma. Things. Okay, let me play that for you one more time.
Our King, come let us bow at His feet. He has done great things. See what our Savior has done. See how His love overcomes. He has done great things. He has done great things.
And now a third time.
Come let us worship our King. Come let us bow at His feet. He has done great things. See what our Savior has done. See how His love overcomes. He has done great things.
And here comes that melisma.
He has done great things. Oh, hero.
All right, how'd you do? Let's take a look at our answer sheet here. All right, so here's our verse. And you notice it starts on the third step. And we're in the key of A. So 3 3 1 4 4 3 3. Second line's exactly the same, isn't it? And then the third line 3 4 3 2 1. And then the fourth line is the same as the first. So is yeah, next line is the same. And then here's the line with the melisma. So let's, right here, the 1 to the 2. Things. Okay, so here's that verse again. Let's play it and watch it go down.
Come let us worship our King. Come let us bow at His feet. He has done great things. See what our Savior has done. See how His love overcomes. He has done great things. He has done great things. Oh, hero.
All right, so now let's take a look at the chorus. All right, here we go. So now here's another heads up. The first note of the chorus doesn't start on the first scale step either. So it starts on something different. Here we go with the chorus. Here we go.
You conquered the grave. You free every captive.
There's a little melisma. Another one. Okay, let's play that one more time. And a third time. Okay, so let's take a look at the answers. I bet you've got it. What does it start on? It starts on the 5, just like the second line. That may have given you the hint right there, but it starts on. Oh, here, da da da. So 5 5 1 5 5 1. 5 5 4 3 3, and then the second line da 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 da. 5 5 4 3 3. There's a melisma there. No, it isn't. Sorry. And then here's the melisma. 2 1 1 1 2 3 1 3 4 4 3 3. Okay, so let's listen to the chorus and watch the answer sheet. You know what? I just spotted an error in my example. I think this right here is a 2 to 1. Let's check that. Yes. So let's fix that. 2 to 1. Yeah, there we go. Let's listen one more time. Think we got it. Oh, that's a 1. Yeah, this line right here should be just like the last line. Cool. All right. So, thanks for hanging in there with your work on these transcriptions. Your work will really pay great dividends in the future. I'm sure your ear training and musical skill level has taken many steps forward, and you'll be able to use this transcription skill many times in the future. You can also practice this anytime you listen to music. Maybe as you're listening to music as you drive or at a live concert. It could be anywhere music is playing. Remember, this skill of knowing the steps in the scale can be used in any key at any time. I remember being a young guy, 11 or 12 years old, and using this to imagine and figure out songs that I would hear on the radio or in the car. I was just having a lot of fun with it, and I didn't know that it was training my ear while I was just enjoying music and away from the piano. So anyway, that'll do it for this session. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. And as always, if you have any questions, please email me at smittypricemusic@gmail.com. See you next time.